I mean, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Yo, I just had to get this out. One time for Netflix, man, when I tell you they put on a show, they put on a show. Last night's fights. I'm not a boxing person. Like, I'm not gonna watch boxing. But last night I watched every last one of those fights and I was on edge on all of the fights, every one. It was a brilliant, brilliant show. I really had enjoyed myself in the comfort of my home. Big ups to Jake Paul. People calling him this and that or whatever, whatever. Let's face it, one of our greatest fighters is still alive and willing to give a young man a chance, even at his older age. To me, I commend it. Not only was Jake Paul able to put the biggest show alive on a Friday night, but he also paid respect and made sure our elder, Mr. Mike Tyson, got a good payout. I'm proud of the whole show. When I tell you it was strategically put together, those first one, two, three, those first three fights, it was the first dude, and then we had Ramos, and then we had the girls. Those fights were mind blowing. I was on edge. Shout out to Ramos. Shout out to Barrios. Shout out to the first two fighters. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I saw the end, and that looked like a bloody war. But shout out to Abel Ramos and shout out to Mr. Barrios. That was a award-winning fight. Shout out to Katie and shout out to Amanda. That was an award-winning fight. You girls, I listen, they was acting all nice to each other, but in that ring, it was a totally different ball game. They was going like, I ain't never seen it. Like, we need fight. If you call yourself a fighter, your heart and your soul need to be in it. And them girls poured their heart and their soul. It take a lot to fight. Just like with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is an older man. He knew he had the odds against him. Man, I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it. But he still went out there and showed he showed that he's a champion, put it that way. He took every one of those hits that Jake Paul gave him. He took it in stride. Not only did he take it in stride, but he fulfilled every last one of those rounds. People kept saying, some of the commentators saying, oh, his leg, even though his leg did look like it was about to give up, it didn't. And he kept going. That is a champion. And what I love about Jake Paul at the end is when he took our champion and he bowed down to him. Jake Paul is so, y'all, I'm looking at just on a whole nother level. What Jake Paul did was something that was it was the utmost homage to one of our boxers who went through so much turmoil. Mike Tyson went through so much. To tell you the truth, this was a breeze. People say it was staged. I don't think it was staged. I think that Jake Paul knew that Mike Tyson was an older man. They probably discussed some of the things that Mike cannot take as his age, but they probably didn't. And I feel that they just had mutual respect. And Jake Paul, in the beginning, if y'all look, he was scared. When he threw that first punch, if y'all ain't look, he went back to the ring, to the rope. He was scared. But he manned up. He was like, okay, and he started, and he's seen, Mike Tyson is an elder, not elder, but older man. And although he was standing in the paint, you could see some of the things, and he's an older guy. But Jake Paul gave us a show just enough without hurting Mike Tyson. And on top of that, what I really thought he was doing was waiting for the opportunity to get that one hit to knock Mike Tyson out. But as y'all could see, Mike Tyson had other plans. He was biting that doggone, he was biting that glove. This is my opinion. He said that he has a fixation of biting, but in my opinion, he was biting that glove, trying to maybe defer Jake Paul. That was like a tactic. And or guarding his face, because he guarded his face with his man. Mike wasn't trying to let that little boy touch him at all. All them little punches that Jake Paul got, it was cute, but he didn't get no punch where it count at all because Mike Tyson was blocking them all. Did you see how many times he tried to hit Mike in the face and Mike moved? Mike is a pro. He is a legend in boxing. There is nothing that no move Jake Paul could have made that Mike don't already know. Man, that was a hell of a fight, a hell of a night, and I'm glad that I was able to witness it in real time. Thanks, Netflix. Even though I got in trouble for one of my videos. But with YouTube, I went overboard, but still, I had a good time. Much love.